The Lies and Times of Young and Restless Cain Ashby, and also Aristotle Dumas. If at first you don't succeed. Back in 2007, Daniel Goddard auditioned for the role of As the World Turns recast Brad Snyder. Though Austin Peck, Days of Our Lives ex-Austin, ultimately landed the part, Goddard made such a strong impression on CBS executives that they recommended him to the Young and the Restless team. Before you could say, "G'day, mate." The Sydney-born actor had joined the soap as Cain Ashby, an intoxicating presence. Cain made his entrance as a bartender at Neil Winter's club Indigo. While searching for his birth mother, he claimed to have been adopted. At the same time, Amber Moore was on a mission to find the long-lost son whom Catherine Chancellor had switched at birth to spite her longtime rival Jill Abbott. It didn't take Amber long to connect the dots. How to Marry a Millionaire. After deducing that Cain was Jill's long-lost son, Philip Chancellor I, Amber schemed her way into his life, tricking him into believing they had married and reuniting him with his mother. However, when Cain discovered that Amber had forged his signature on the marriage license, he quickly cut ties with his money-hungry bride. With her out of the picture, Cain seemed poised for a bright future, especially after securing an executive role at Chancellor Industries. Ladies, there's enough of him to go around. Though Cain fell deeply for Neil's daughter, Lily Winters, his unfortunate habit of being deceived resurfaced. Just as he and Lily got engaged, Chloe Mitchell convinced him that they had slept together, and that he was the father of her unborn child. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. But before learning the truth, Cain ended up marrying Chloe, falling right into her manipulative trap. Once more with feeling. Eventually free of those who wanted his money more than his love, Cain reunited with Lily, and the two finally tied the knot. However, their marital bliss was short-lived. The shocking truth emerged: Cain was not Philip at all, but rather a friend of the real Philip, who had faked his death to avoid coming out as gay. Cain had been hired to assume Philip's identity and take his place in Jill and Catherine's lives. One step forward, two steps back. Horrified by Cain's deception, Lily ended the marriage. However, when she was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, she found herself leaning on him once more. Despite Cain's history of deceit, Lily agreed to start a family with him using Catherine's granddaughter, Mac Browning, as a surrogate. Fortunately, Lily pulled through her health crisis, allowing their family plans to move forward. Desperate times call for embezzlement. Cain's past soon caught up with him when he was blackmailed by an Australian crime syndicate. His desperate solution? Partnering with Sophia Duper, briefly Neil's wife, to siphon money from Tucker McCall's company. Rather than offering fatherly support, Cain's dad, Colin Atkinson, sided with the criminals extorting his son. Double trouble. Cain's troubles peaked when it appeared he had been murdered by the Australian mob. Devastated, Lily spiraled into grief. But in classic soap opera fashion, Cain was very much alive. Instead of revealing himself, he pretended to be his twin brother, Caleb, to thwart Colin's plan to kidnap his and Lily's twins, Charlie and Maddie. Once the truth was out, Lily realized that Cain wasn't the true problem. It was his father who had caused all the chaos. Take 2. With the drama behind them, Cain proposed to Lily again, and the couple remarried in a beautiful ceremony in France. However, if you thought their troubles were over, think again. Their love story, adored by fans who dubbed them Lane, remained riddled with complications, whether it was Lily's attraction to Tyler Michelson or Colin's sudden marriage to Jill. As history has shown, Cain's life is never free from scandal. The real question is, will we ever see him back in Genoa City stirring up trouble once again?